Coming up now on 6:30, right now on Up with KREM, we're taking a live look at Washington, D.C. Security is tight there after threats against the U.S. Capitol.
And we are taking you outside this morning. It's slightly chilly early on, but we're talking the warmest day so far in 2021.
All right, this video may not look promising, but would you believe me if I said this rocket pulled off a pretty incredible landing? Coming up, how things went wrong.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, the Seattle Storm is getting a new look. Take a look at your screen. The new logo is keeping the team colors, but it now includes the Space Needle sitting within a basketball rim. And the top of the design is intended to represent the peak of Mount Rainier. It is the first redesign since the team debuted back in 2000. Now, to help mark this occasion, the team flag is now, get this, flying on the top of the Space Needle. That is some serious Washington State women's basketball pride. And Jen, we've been talking about it all morning. That's something that's been kind of an early theme right now this morning.
Yeah, we're talking about great women's teams on both sides of the Cascades this morning. Of course, the Seattle Storm, the best. Also talking about my Cougs. They're in the Pac-12 tournament right now and doing great things.
Wouldn't it be cool to see Washington become a destination state for years and years and years for the future of women's basketball? That would be amazing.
Love it.
Very, very cool. As someone who had to play basketball for several years, I mean, I'm not an athlete, never wanted to be, but for the little girls who want to be professionals, this is so important for them to be able to see our women doing great things on the court.
Absolutely. It totally changes the game when you can see someone who looks like you doing what you want to do.
Absolutely. So good luck to the Cougs today, of course, in the Pac-12 tournament. We love talking about our sports teams doing great things.
Yeah, go inspire all those young girls out there and boys who are watching those ladies play and dominate the court. So let's go ahead and get you out the door. Dan Marie, hi. Anyway, we're going to take you outside early on this morning. Temperatures hanging out in the mid-30s here in Spokane. It is a beautiful start to the day. All right. Couldn't find the button. Usually I do that blindly, but this morning I had to take a look. 35 degrees. Wind out of the east-northeast at about 10 miles per hour. It's a light one, and that's helping keep us kind of mild. Sun is officially up in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and Sandpoint. It's a beautiful start to the day. Moses Lake, Wenatchee, you're next as your temperatures will slowly start to rise. Typically, half hour to hour after the sunrise, coldest time of the entire day. So get ready for temperatures to dip just a little bit more, but we will quickly rise once that sun climbs up in the sky. And that's going to bring about more sunshine. Expect a few stray clouds throughout the day today, a few tomorrow as well, but that is just about it. We stay dry through the day today and tomorrow as temperatures climb up near 60 degrees. Here in Spokane, 59 degrees today. I didn't put 60 on there, still don't have the guts to do it today. Tomorrow, I'm liking 60 degrees, but today I think we top out just shy of it, but it really doesn't matter because it's going to be sunny and warm and it's going to feel great outside.
I love when you say it doesn't matter. When you say it doesn't matter.
It's like a degree.
Yeah. Who cares? We're close enough, right?
Yeah.
As we take a live look at the U.S. Capitol building this morning, the area today is under heightened security right now due to ongoing threats from domestic extremists.
Now, CBS News obtained a bulletin. It warned there could be violence today with little to no warning. And it's driven by a QAnon conspiracy theory. It suggests President Trump will be inaugurated today. Yeah,
these developments prompted House Democrats to move up a vote on a policing reform bill named in honor of George Floyd. That bill did pass. U.S. Capitol Police say they're prepared for any potential threats towards the Capitol or members of Congress.
Well, this comes nearly 2 months after the January 6th attack. Yesterday, National Guard's D.C. commander, he testified on Capitol Hill. He says inaction by the Pentagon that day created a 3-hour delay, allowing troops to stop the insurrection.
Army senior leaders did not think that it looked good, it would be a good optic. They further stated that it could.
Well, back here in Washington state, a judge is releasing a man accused of leading the Proud Boys during the insurrection. Ethan Nordine is a self-described sergeant-at-arms of Seattle's chapter of the Proud Boys. Now, he is still set to face trial for his role in the riot.
Yeah, the judge in the case granted his release despite prosecutors' new allegations about the key role he played as the organizer of the riot. Prosecutors argued Nordine would be a flight risk, but the judge says evidence presented in yesterday's hearing wasn't convincing. Tim?
All right, Joshua, thanks so much. We do have some breaking news this morning out of New Zealand. Right now, we're being told a 6.9 magnitude earthquake hit on the northeastern part of the island. Right now, USGS just saying it's about a 6.9, but some reports are showing that it's a 7.3. Now, people who live near the quake are being asked to move to higher ground or as far inland as possible. Right now, the National Weather Service in the Seattle office saying a tsunami warning is not impacting the state of Washington right now. But again, that is the case on this island. Right now, no damages are being reported in New Zealand. And this comes about 10 years after another major quake in this same area. You may remember a magnitude 6.3 quake hit in 2011 near the city of Christchurch, and that killed about 185 people and destroyed much of its downtown area. Now, I'm keeping a close eye on this developing story, and we'll keep you updated as soon as it comes into our newsroom.
All right, Tim, hopefully things a little bit better. I know I was looking at that anniversary of that earthquake. Yeah. That was 10 years ago last week. Wow. So the timing is something. Eerie. Yeah. All right, 6:35 now. This morning, here are 3 things to know about coronavirus.
First, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine has been cleared for use here in Washington state. Washington approved the Johnson & Johnson vaccine yesterday, just a few days after the FDA authorized the vaccine for emergency use. The Western States Work Group, which is made of experts from Washington, Oregon, California, and Nevada, approved the vaccine after reviewing its safety and efficacy. Governor Inslee says today the 3rd vaccine in Washington will make it possible of hitting the goal of vaccinating 45,000 people per day.
2, the new COVID-19 relief bill does not include financial help for assisted living facilities. Operators say it could make facilities more expensive and even put some out of business. They say PPE spending is up 300%, and they say federal aid is vital to cover the cost.
To be able to continue to have all the safety measures and all the things that are needed to provide a good, healthy environment for our seniors.
Now, the Senate could change that provision. The long-term care facility experts across the nation are pushing for $5 billion in aid. Well, 3 here, all regions of Washington will remain in phase 2 of reopening.
But Governor Inslee says a lot more data needs to be collected before any counties can move forward.
So right now we are looking to evaluate the new strains of the COVID variants to find out how fast they're going to hit us. We're looking at the efficacy of the new vaccines against these new variants.
Lawmakers in eastern Washington have written a letter to the governor suggesting a regional reopening approach for phase 3 rather than a statewide plan. The governor says he has made no decisions yet. Dana Marie?
Well, if you're not looking at your screen right now, take a look at this SpaceX explosion. This is the moment things went really wrong for this Starship rocket. Now, just moments after successfully launching and landing vertically, the rocket exploded. Now, this is the 3rd time SpaceX created this prototype rocket. Each one ended in a ball of flames, just like the one behind me. Now, this rocket is at the center of Elon Musk's master plan to make human space travel more affordable and routine. If this launch system works, it would eliminate the need to make new Starships for each flight. So despite the explosion, the landing is pretty impressive and is getting praise, but also some criticism online. You can see Elon Musk tweeted this out. He had some excitement about this model landing in one piece, but notice he left out the small detail of the explosion after it landed. Now, in his defense, the model did make it further than the previous models because it touched down in a vertical position. If you were watching the landing live, you would have missed the explosion. SpaceX actually cut the feed right after touchdown. But thanks to fans, the explosion exploded online, and we have it for you right here on Up with KREM.
I can't believe that. We need to start dumping footage, don't we? We need to start dumping footage. Oh God, it just blew up. It just blew up. It just blew up. What?
Well, if you took your eyes off the screen for just a couple of seconds like this guy did, you're gonna miss it. Well, it exploded, and people are online are giving it, saying, hey, it's close to its overall goal, but at the same time, they got to get a little bit closer. We're taking a look at some memes as well. Of course, all of those coming after this event, thanks to Joey from Friends. And guys, I just think this is one very expensive bug that they're going to need to work out.
We'll keep an eye on that moving forward. Dana Marie, coming up this morning, things are becoming more defined for the upcoming March Madness tournament. After the break, we'll tell you what we know about the Zags and the NCAA tournament protocols.
And if you're enjoying our warm weather, I've got great news for you. Warmer days are in the forecast, but enjoy them while you can. A cool down arrives this weekend.